Hello there, welcome back to my channel. Copper Dragons here, and I'm going to be playing some Deltarune today. So let's hop right in and start up Chapter 1. I'm starting from Chapter 1. I know Chapter 3 and 4, came out, I believe a couple days ago now. But I just want to get the full-on experience and get everybody caught up. I know everybody should have played it by now since the first two chapters are free because of the demo that's been out for since the game's been released. Since those two chapters released, like I know everybody could have had the chance to play it, but I'm just playing it for just in case if anybody has missed out on those two chapters. So keep that in mind for this playthrough, because there's still a chance that somebody out there still hasn't played the first two chapters. So I'm not starting from chapters 3 or 4 or whatever. I must create a vessel. What even is that hairstyle? It looks awful. Let's go with that one. Honestly, wait, I'm gonna turn off my mic. Now I'm going with his favorite food is pain. Yes, I'm a masochist. Okay. Bravery. Huh. I fear what it may bring onto this world. Yes, I've answered honestly. I accept the possibility of pain and seizure. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna name this vessel Sands. After the best... Wait, no. I'm gonna name it after Papyrus. Because I know what'll happen to this vessel inevitably. So, yeah. An interesting coincidence. What? Okay, I'm gonna put in copper. Since, that's what I prefer to go, Bob, on my channel, so... And I'm not using my real name for obvious reasons, because I want to remain private. And I want to have my privacy intact. For what I want to keep private anyways. My creation has been discarded. What? Honestly? What? My name is... Huh. But honestly, I seen some stuff involving like cooking with Kaya recently. And honestly, I do not think she's a victim of anything. Honestly, I don't. Like the internet says she is. Honestly, I don't. I mean, come on. What should have she expected from throwing it back on a crowd of men and not expect somebody to put their hands on her? I mean, come on, that's pretty much on her at that point. She was throwing it back in their faces, in arm's reach. That's on her at that point that they put their hands on her. That's completely on her. Especially whenever you consider she sexualizes herself all the time on her channel. and on her Twitch streams. Like, she sexualizes herself all the time, throw it back on those guys, you know, like, started shaking her hand in or whatever. Like, no wonder, no wonder they were putting their hands on them. Like, that's pretty much on her at that point. That's more or less on her than what it is. Like, I'm not excusing what they did, but I'm just saying, she's also just as much to blame there. If anything, she's more of a cheater than anything. Like, if anything, she's not a victim, she's more or less a cheater. If that guy who claimed to be with her, like, if that guy who claimed to be with her, if he was really with her, then she's a cheater. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. No doubt about it. She's a cheater if that guy's telling the truth. Like, if that guy's telling the truth, she's a cheater. She's a scumbag. I don't care what anybody says. Like, if anything, like, honestly, that's more on Cooking with Kaya than anything. Like, she's just as much to blame there, in all honesty. And if those guys didn't know about her being in a relationship, then they have less of a blame there. If anything, if they didn't know, like, if they didn't know, yes, what they did was still bad, but they would have less of a blame if she is with somebody like that guy claimed. Oh god, a box of chalk. Oh god. Yeah, she's eating chalk. Oh god. But honestly, like, I'm not excusing what that guy did. Like, honestly, but still. What that whole Cooking with Kaya situation, it's stupid how people are calling her a victim. Like, I admit, what those guys did was bad, but she was basically feeding into those guys doing it. Like, honestly, no doubt about it. I mean, come on, she was throwing it back in their faces. In all honesty. But yeah, I noticed 3 weeks ago, about approximately anyways, about how the ad system on YouTube has gotten really out of hand. Like, extremely out of hand. In a completely different universe levels of bad. Like, they're basically just promoting adult content to a platform that is famously known to be full of kids. Like, that's literally how I can describe that stuff. And I'm not talking about, like, those AI, you know, basically having these AI women or whatever touching themselves in the ad or something. I'm talking about legit TikTok knockoffs where OF models promote that crap. Promote their stuff or whatever. And there's literally, I've seen ads pop up on my homepage of, like, a game that is literally lolly. Like, I don't even watch that crap, look up that crap, anything. I legit don't. But still, either way, that's disgusting. And they should try and fix their ad system. Honestly, they should. For obvious reasons. You know, because anybody can get those ads. And I mean anybody. Regardless of who you are or what you do. You could still get those ads. And that's the disgusting part about it. Like, I honestly think that YouTube needs to fix their ad system, in all honesty. That is something that I genuinely think needs to be fixed, and needs to be fixed fast. Because that is way out of line. That is extremely out of line. In all honesty. Like, that is just way out of line that they're allowing ads like that on a platform mostly filled with children. That is out of line on so many levels. For many obvious reasons. And that's honestly, YouTube, you need to fix your ad system. Oh yeah, speaking of things that need to be fixed on YouTube, for some stupid reason, I keep getting copyright claims on my videos, even though it's music in the game that should be fair use, and has been fair use for years. And the thing is, I don't think any of the games I have played on my channel have the ability to turn off copyrighted music. In all honesty. And the thing is, most of the games that I play on my channel, like a large portion of them are carried by the music. And that's honestly, and the fact that they keep giving me copyright claims on my videos, like, especially whenever you consider I've seen other channels using the same exact music I got a claim for, and yet their channel isn't being negatively affected or anything. Like, I do, and the thing is, it's only the music that's affecting the videos. Like, yes, I admit, I have said a lot of bad stuff in my past, especially on this channel. But that's not the part that got me the claim. It's the music that was in the games. Which is the dumbest part. Like it's just the music. And the thing is, I've seen countless other creators, regardless of the size of the channels. I've seen them using the same exact music. And yet their channel isn't being negatively affected in any way. My channel, on the other hand, is being punished for something that I personally cannot change without, taking away major aspects of said games. And that is really aggravating. That is genuinely aggravating. If I took out the music from those games, that would be wiping out, a majority of the gameplay that is highly important. Because the music carries, 80 to 90% of the scenes I'm in. And, it carries those scenes. because it leaves an impact, you know? So taking that out would be, make the game a lot more boring. And it would just remove a lot of the impact the game is supposed to have, you know? And it would just be incredibly stupid to take out major parts of the video or the game just because YouTube has a really stigmatized copyright system. Like, I can't control the music that I have in the games. I can't control that. So, if YouTube doesn't really fix that, then I genuinely do not know what I'm gonna do. I genuinely don't. Because that isn't on me. If anything, that's on the copyright system. Putting the claims on my videos. Like, it's not strikes, it's claims. Because if it was strikes, I would have already lost my channel by now, judging by how many copyright claims I've got on my videos. Judging by how many videos that have copyright claims anyways, is how I should be phrasing it. But like, honestly, YouTube, you need to step up. You're negatively impacting my channel, but yet not affecting other channels that use the same exact music that I have and received a copyright claim for. Look at that series I did on Minecraft. Like early on in my channel. That entire series got copyright claims. Yet I've seen countless channels, especially Minecraft channels, that use the same exact music. Yet their channel wasn't negatively impacted in any shape or form. I mean, come on. The biggest example I can think of off the top of my hand is Purple Cliff, where he live streams the Minecraft mod Cobblemon. It uses the music that I got copyright claims for. And yet, those live streams and those videos aren't being negatively impacted. Which is the most aggravating part. Like, genuinely, that's the most aggravating part of that entire thing. Like, genuinely. You can't really negatively impact my channel for that, but yet not negatively impact the other channels who are doing the same exact thing. And that's the most aggravating part. It's a double standard there. That's literally a double standard. Like, I know those channels are bigger than my own. I know that. And I know that they have more relevance. But that doesn't change the fact that you're negatively impacting my channel, YouTube, and yet you're not negatively impacting those other channels whenever they are doing the same exact stuff you put copyright claims on my videos for. And that's honestly kind of why I have problems with YouTube and content creation. Like, that's legit the biggest reason why, or at least one of them anyways, on why I have problems with content creation as a whole. It's because there's double standards and favoritism involved. Like, that's honestly my main issue there. Like, you can't really affect my channel without affecting those other channels. And that's my main issue with that. But anyways, that long yap session, it's done now. Like, that yap session, it's done. Oh, and also, something that I've noticed, speaking of double standards in that yap session, dumbest thing that I've ever heard. is like how people say there's a double standard between Jiraiya from Naruto and Hiruzen. I've heard people say that there's a double standard between them when it involves taking care of Naruto. Like, yes, Jiraiya wasn't there for the 12 years that Naruto was alive before they met. Yes, I'll admit that. And yes, he does have negative qualities. I will also admit that too. Like, I will admit that. But at least he genuinely cared about Naruto. Hiruzen just dumped him off at an apartment. Like a trashy apartment. Didn't even bother checking up on him for most of his life. And just left him there all alone with practically scraps. And just didn't even give a crap about Naruto. Like, he genuinely did not give a crap about Naruto. And that's my main issue. There isn't a double standard there. Like, it's genuinely Hiruzen's fault why Naruto had such a terrible childhood. That's genuinely all on Hiruzen. That's all on Hiruzen. Nobody else is to blame there. Nobody else is to blame for Naruto having the childhood that he did. Like, and that's honestly why and genuinely that just kind of proves that anime fans don't really watch the series. Genuinely. That just proves that they don't. Like, in all honesty, especially in communities like Dragon Ball. Like, Dragon Ball has famously, had their community not even watch the series and make it very obvious that they don't. Heck, that's why channels for discussing Dragon Ball topics are so popular. And that's genuinely the truth. It's because people don't watch the series, and then they just go to the channels to discuss the topics that was very obviously discussed. Like, and that's honestly my main issue with with anime as a whole. It's because a lot of people don't even watch the series. They just sit there, look at the flashy animation, and then just say, "Ooh, look at that," and then don't even pay attention to anything else. Yeah, I'm taking those fruits. But yeah, I actually genuinely watch the series that I actually see, that I actually have seen anyways. Like, I genuinely put in the effort. Unlike a lot of other people. Heck, that's why I have a lot of opinions on those series. It's because I genuinely watched them. Instead of saying, "Ew, pretty art style," and then turning off my brain for the entire series. Like a lot of people do anymore. Okay, I'm taking the cake. Okay. Yeah, see that bar behind Chris and Ralsei, or however you pronounce their name? Like, that's used, like for a lot of special abilities. You'll see why later in the chapter. Whenever Susie joins back. I did not notice this on my initial playthrough right here. Okay. Well, I'm gonna end today's video here. Be sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.